We found another puppy, guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Res Life. After a quick trip back to Gallup, I'm back over here with Mama Bear, so we are hanging out again, working on Mama's rehab. So it's been a really rough few weeks, but
I was finally able to get my glasses. Thanks
yeah,
to our church.
Mama Bear's glasses broke during the accident, so the church came by yesterday when I went to Gallup and they brought her a new pair, same kind as she had. So thank you guys very much to our First Ward family for helping
Thank
us
you
out.
guys. I can finally see.
So in this video, we've got a couple of days with a little bit of work, and it leads right up to the tattoo. So there's going to be a part 2 to this video as well, and I'm working on that right now. With the part 2, it would have turned into a 1-hour video. So we separated it into 2, and we hope you guys enjoy this video. Good morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday. We're going to take the boys to school. Draven and Jackson today. So we're going to get ready to head in. The boys are almost done getting ready. Mama Bear's almost done getting ready. We've got the boys dropped off this morning, and we've been over here at my cousin's spot. We've been working on the door frame, and we were working on the water. I turned the water on so it'd be easier here with the sink and stuff on, but the leak that was happening when it was wintertime was because it froze. When it froze, 2 of the shark bite fittings got damaged and it blew open. So now we need 2 new ones, and the valve for on and off for the shower is bad too. So I'm gonna either try to fix that, or we're gonna have to get a new one and put it in. So we were working on that for a bit. I gotta work on some drawings, so we're gonna cruise back to the house really quick.
Yay, let's go home.
We had a few things that we were supposed to get done over there, and one thing relies on another, and on another thing, one thing relies on another. So we're gonna go run home. I just have to get these drawings done real quick so I can get the other project started. Then when we have more time, we can come back, because the door is gonna be a whole day again. We have to have a whole day to take it apart and put it together. So I don't want to be leaving it with a big old hole in the wall. And the last time we did that, we were doing it until like 8 o'clock at night. So we'll save that for a day when I'm more ready for it. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Hey, brother.
Hi, buddy.
We made it back, Mel. Draven already fed the chickens. Gave them some water. How many eggs did you get out of here, Nan? One? We got one earlier, too. The board fell again in there. I've been working on drawings all afternoon for the sign project for one of the businesses down on 66 here in Gallup. Mama Bear went to go pick the boys up. She is back now. And she's watering her plants. The corn is looking pretty good. What do you think, Mama?
I think they're looking pretty good. For a while they were iffy because I started too early, but they're growing. Can you close up that window?
Yeah, definitely looking good. We got to clear the weeds off though. This one is from the 4th row. This one is from the 3rd row. This one is the 2nd row. This one here is the 1st row. When we first thought that this raspberry bush was done acclimating to the area, we transplanted, and then we started having problems with the leaves drying out really bad. And we didn't know if it was like a pH problem or if it was just a frost problem, but Mama Bear kept assuring me it was going to be all right. I was worried about it, but it looks like it's coming back to life. Yeah, Jackie's gonna be happy when we start pulling raspberries off of that. This little tomato plant is doing pretty good too. This is the Sun Sugar Yellow Cherry Hybrid tomatoes. Supposedly, these are really sweet, and I can't wait to try them. We've been out here for a lot of the late afternoon. We were pulling a lot of weeds and not only watering the plants, but just caring for them,
Yeah.
spending time with them.
Showing them some love.
Draven just took off back inside, so we're gonna go inside too here in a bit. Baby D is off. Have a good day, Michael. Love you, son.
Love you.
Love you.
And our boys are all off. What to do today, Mama Bear?
I don't know.
That drawing last night took way longer than I thought. I forgot how much work it was to actually measure things out. And I'm doing it in scale too. So I'm doing 4x8 sheets, 4x8 foot sheets of plywood, but I marked them down to like, I think a half an inch per foot, so I can do that first, and then I'll make it bigger. But hopefully that gets the job. Actually, I think we already have the job. I just gotta do the drawing. This is the drawing that I was working on for the sign that I was talking about. I was trying to research Zuni sun faces so I could draw them without disrespecting anybody and to make it look nice and cool. Also, I have a few measurements to do on this, and a sun face is going to go here and here. All of this is going to move over a little bit, and this is going to be 8 feet tall, and this is going to be 32 feet across on this sign. So it's going to be a nice size. And I've got them all measured out to the increments of 1 sheet of plywood, and then 1 sheet of plywood, and then 1 sheet of plywood. So it's going to be easy to map these out and work on it. We worked on my cousin's trailer for a little bit, and then we were working on those drawings. It wasn't too bad of a day. We got a lot done, even though we were stationary most of the day. Around the town anyway, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going to pick up Jackson right now. We're going to pick up Draven and Michael. We're going to head home. Mama Bear already has some dinner stuff at home, so we don't need to go to the store.
Yeah, we just need to go home and cook. I'm starving.
I'm starving too. Seems like we didn't take out to do work. We went to one spot, but we showed up right as they were leaving, so we scheduled that for tomorrow. Now, home stuff. Oh, gas first.
Let me open the door.
We have the boys. We're gonna head home now. Draven's just talking about his brothers and they're subscribing and their parents are watching the channel. So if your kids go to Chief Manuelito Middle School and you watch our channel, thank you guys very much. We appreciate that.
Thanks for watching, guys.
To home now.
Finally.
Good afternoon, guys. How's it going? Hey, Mama Bear. Mama Bear's getting her plants watered. So, I'm going to cruise over here and check the chicken coop. What's up, dudes? Or ladies? Oh, wow. Check this out, you guys. Nice. We've got 3. I found 1 in here this morning already, so that's 4 today so far.
You got more eggs?
Yep. With the 1 this morning, that is 4.
Yay! Good job, chicken!
I'm working on comments and stuff. And Jackson's in here horsing around and keeping me company. We've been back at the house all afternoon, of course. We took out the garbage, we took out all the cans, we kind of straightened up in the kitchen. Jackson cleaned the living room. After Mama Bear was done with the gardening, she came inside and she's been working on dinner. Fresh made tortillas with some corned beef and potatoes. Res food. Morning, Zep. What you doing, bro? How's your morning? And morning to you, little chickens. It's later in the morning. In fact, it's way later in the morning.
It's noontime.
We're over here at Lowe's before we pick up Jackson. Well, before we pick up the boys. And when we pulled up, we were in the parking lot, and Mama Bear got scared about something.
I was gonna get out of the truck, and I turned and looked.
The sound she made sounded like her heart skipped a beat. This is what Mama saw when she was about to get out of the truck, and it kind of tripped her out.
That looks scary.
The first time I looked at it, it did look kind of creepy. We just picked up Jackson at school. Look at the freeway. Strangely, there's not a whole lot of traffic today. This was supposed to be the last Friday of the year, but they extended it because of snow days. And now there's not a whole lot of people in and out of the schools. We can see the traffic from here, you guys. The freeway traffic. Cool. What is going on here, Mama Bear?
I have no idea. I forgot Ella's gonna go around the back.
I think that would have been a good idea.
Oh, somebody's driving back this way on the.
Man, this traffic is
On the
not going
turn.
anywhere.
Somebody's cruising down the road.
People probably running out of gas. Somebody's walking through the
Driving
bushes right there.
That's how our signs end up like that.
That's how our signs end up all messed up.
Oh my God! He said, "Forget the traffic in the middle lane. He's gonna use the other lanes."
Mama Bear brought me dinner in the bedroom this evening. I am in here working on this drawing for the sign while on YouTube. Busy evening. I'm waiting for Tattoo to come over right now too. If he comes over. I finally got the black lines done on this. I got a couple more things to do and then some color, and then I'll be done with it. Our tattoo skipped out on us again, Mama Bear.
Oh man, are you serious?
Yeah. Our tattoo that we had set up for this afternoon, they wanted to do it at 2, but I told them 4. And 1, we're lucky to get people in on the same day when they ask. And
Yeah,
2,
really.
like, that was kind of a short notice on a Friday because we have a half a day. Our boys have half a day, so yeah. Apparently it didn't work out either way. So we are available for the evening again. Crazy thing was when we came back out, we were on our way back out of town. We just got here. Uh, one of our friends called and asked if we wanted to go out and eat, and we were like, "Oh yeah, we got a tattoo.
Ugh.
We should have just went out to eat."
Should have. I wouldn't have cooked.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Those are the ones from outside? I love it, man. Good morning, everybody. Today's Saturday. We've been up for a bit. We got a few things going on already. But I just came in to get Mama. I'm going to show her something cool. Morning, Mama Bear.
Morning, honey. Good morning, guys. What's going on?
I want to show you something cool, but I'll wait till you're done.
I can go then.
Okay, come on.
Daddy's gonna show me something.
I was just bored that I was trying to cut because in the chicken coop, one of the boards keeps dropping into the bottom, and I got the board, and I got the board that was broken. Well, I got the board that was bad, and then I got the board that I'm going to cut, which is the new board. So I came out here to the garage, and I wanted to get the saw, and I was wondering what Ivy was doing.
Oh my gosh!
We found another puppy,
The
guys.
guys.
I was wondering what was going on. They were all barking up a storm. They were barking at Ivy. Ivy came out with me.
His heart is beating so fast.
He's probably scared. He's like, who are these guys? He probably thought this guy smells like food already.
Puppy.
Hey, little dude. How long you guys been living in there, bro? Wow, you a cool color.
He's longish.
Oh, he is longish. I'm glad Buddy's been nice to him.
But he's scared too. He doesn't want anything to do with him yet.
What's that, Butter? Buddy's scared of him.
It's okay.
He's just worried about his mama. He's like, that thing better not bite my mama.
So soft.
So we found some res pups, you guys.
We don't even have a female dog. I don't know how this happened. All of our animals are fixed.
She's just exploring around now. Oh, crap. You had a bullhead in your hand?
Ow! I break my knuckle.
Come on, little puppy. Come here. Come on, puppy. Come here, puppy. So we found a few more pups, and we don't have any room in our house for a few more pups. So 4 of them won't let me get them, maybe 5. So as soon as I gather them up, then we're probably gonna take them to the flea market. And if you buy a Res Life t-shirt, we're gonna give you a free Res Life pup.
We got it in an egg.
Yeah, that's awesome.
See why we need a farm? Wait. The other animals don't make eggs.
We're here at the dollar store,
There's
and
Dino.
this is our bro Dino. He's really cool. We have some elders right here. I don't want to show them, but they're having a problem with what they're doing,
Their
scanning
card,
the stuff
yeah.
in their card. And Dino's cool. He comes
Technology.
around, and he actually helps them with what they're doing and helps them scan their card to get everything taken care of. So Dino's really cool, dude. I appreciate that. Joshua, my name is Brandon. It's a pleasure to meet you, Brandon. This is my wife, Pamela.
Nice to meet you.
V7, V6. Okay. So usually the first place you check for a blown head gasket is right here. So this stuff will look like chocolate milk. And you see how this one is actually just dark brown?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a blown head gasket. Right now your overheating is coming from something else, and it's not your head gasket, which is way good for you, bro. Like, you're not getting any oil. Normally when you have a head gasket blow, you have excess pressure.
See, he was trying to tell me I had water in my head and
yeah,
shit.
if you have water going into your head gasket, if you have water going in there, it drains down and it ends up in your oil pan. And if water ends up on your oil pan, you'll see it,
The residue.
you'll see foamy. It's like chocolate milk colored. It's like a really light brown. It'll be all over under here, and it'll be all over on your dipstick.
Is this too hot right now to touch?
You
Maybe.
can't really tell, man. Like,
Right,
that's gonna
That'll
be
explode,
it's always
I
gonna be
think.
hot.
Especially if you
Maybe
just
you
showed
have
it.
like, because if you have an air, bro, you
Yep.
don't even have
You don't even have
you don't
water,
have water
in
in
it.
here.
I got a jug.
No. Hold on, come here. Look. So when you do this, because you see how where your radiator cap is right here?
Yeah.
You see how low this water goes in? So if there's an air bubble in here, if you go straight across, it would be to like right here on your engine. And you see how your heads pop up over the engine?
Right.
You see how your radiator and this hose is over this right here?
Right.
So if you fill this with water and there's air still in here, you're not going to get water in here. And you're going to have an air pocket circulating in your engine the whole time.
Which will cause
Once you
overheating.
get that air pocket to circulate to where it goes to the water pump, then your water pump's going to be hitting that air non-stop, and the water stops actually pumping until you turn your car off after it overheats.
Is that why this was bubbly?
Yes.
Bruh, that's crazy, man.
So this valve right here, you see this nut?
Yeah.
You take this out. When you take this out and then you fill this with water, all the water fills from the bottom, and then it pushes all the air out of this hose, out of that hole, and then when the water starts coming out of there, you close that, and then you fill this, and then you close that. And this, if you can look at it, look at this, you can tell that this has not been touched in probably about a year. Like, so if they did fill your water, nobody unscrewed this. Somebody didn't do your job all the way.
Okay. Well, you seem very, very educated on the situation. How much?
I've been doing this for a lot of time. So.
I'm glad that you put your service and time into this because I needed your expertise. How much would you charge me to just give me a simple fix on it? Maybe even if it gets me to Winslow or something.
Well, with
you
your
know what I
baby, bro, I'd have to do more than that. Like, I'll make sure it's gonna get you all the way to where you need to go
Bro,
because you got your baby with you.
mean? Whatever I need to do, bro, I'm willing to do it, man. You know what I mean? The
Well,
guy
you
told
gotta
me,
give me a little bit. I gotta go
That's
run
cool.
down the road, and then I'll
That's
meet
cool.
you back at your spot.
Okay.
We have made our way into town, and we did one of the things that we were supposed to do when we came into town.
We checked the mail.
We checked the mail. And on our way in, we stopped at a dollar store because we needed a Monster. I needed a Monster. And they didn't have any of the blue M Monsters.
I think everybody's drinking them right now, or Brandon drank them all.
I drank them all over town. So I got this purple one. This is really awesome. This tastes purple. I can't say it tastes great because grape tastes like grape, but if you get like a purple snow cone or grape gum or grape flavored anything, it actually tastes just like purple and sugar. I don't know how to explain that. But grape tastes like grape. We know that. So I got the purple one, and then when we were at the dollar store, a gentleman came over. His name was Joshua, and he definitely did not look like he was from around here. And he asked a couple of questions about trying to get his wife, and his infant,
And his toddler.
and yes, to Las Vegas. And he said his truck had a blown head gasket. He said he got it repaired at Firestone, but he doesn't know what's going on with it because his truck is still overheating and he thinks it's still blown. So I do what I do, opened it, touched the engine, closed my eyes, looked up into the sky, and it told me what was wrong with it. No, I'm just kidding. So I opened the hood and checked what I normally need to check. And it turns out he did have a blown head gasket, but it is no longer a problem. The problem he has now is the water is not filled correctly. And on some engines, there's a little bleeder valve that is on top of the thermostat housing or on top of the uppermost part of the cooling system on an engine. And it's like that for problems due to air pockets. And a lot of times, if you're running a vehicle that's got a bleeder valve and it was not properly bled, if you're running a vehicle with a bleeder valve and if the cooling system, if the air was not bled out of the cooling system properly, you'll have an air pocket in there, and the air pocket will circulate with the water until it hits the water pump. And once it hits the water pump, it'll just keep trying to recirculate air and not water, and then it'll overheat, and then when you shut it off and all your water drains down, it'll hit the water pump again, and then when you turn it on, water's pumping again. So a lot of people can't find the problem with that. So a lot of times we go in and we check the hoses right away. And if there's a bleeder valve, that's usually what the problem is. So we're going to go head over. We're going to make one quick stop, and then we're going to head back over to this dude's ride down on the west side, and on the way out to the house. And then we're going to see what we can do about his cooling problem, and then send him on his way. Hopefully it'll be fixed.
I like how he was talking about Brandon's expertise.
Oh yes, how I had gone through the service and learning of it too.
You put in your time
Yep.
and your service because he needed Brandon's expertise right now.
And that helps a lot, because to think that for every single person that I help, it helps to not be like, why does nobody help us? Like, that's just what we do. We have the expertise, and it's really not ours to keep. So this is what we do. We offer help. And I'm not sure if he would have been able to do what I would have told him to do, so we're just going to do it.
Yeah. He doesn't know anything about his vehicle.
And I'm not sure if he's going to watch our channel after this from now on, but if you do, Joshua, you're awesome.
For subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing. And I really just wanted you to have a better impression of Gallup, New Mexico than a lot of people do when they come through here. I didn't want you to come through here and be like, man, that town was not helpful at all. Like, I want you to have a good experience and a good memory of Gallup. This is what we do, and this is how we are. It looked like this thing hasn't been taken off since the truck was built. So I'm not sure if whoever serviced this did the right job.
You can see the thread lock on it.
Yeah, definitely still covered in thread lock, so this wasn't taken off at all. And real quick, you can see in here, okay, flash is on. Real quick, you can see in here, there's no water in there. So when we squeeze this hose, there's no water coming out. The water is filled up to right here, so that's how we address this problem. There's a huge air pocket in this thing. This is where I always make the mess. Just keep an eye on that side and let me know when the water starts coming out.
Nothing yet.
Man, we're feeling this too.
Yeah.
That's a huge air pocket in this car. Wow, man.
Nothing. Nothing. Is it coming out somewhere else?
No, I can hear it. And,
I'm just kidding.
Just making sure. Kind of tripped me out. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear the bubbles coming up in the radiator too. Man, still nothing,
Still nothing
there,
in
man.
there yet.
It's all empty on this side too.
Holy smokes. Barely had any water in there. Wow. Is that?
It's still going in. It's like steady filling it.
Wow. How is that? That's
don't know.
crazy.
He said Firestone in Gallup is the one that did the liquid glass, the head gasket treatment that would seal it. So they put a head gasket sealer in here, and I guess it sealed the head gasket, but they didn't refill the water correctly, I guess. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not coming out anywhere else, and it
No,
can't
it's
be
not.
that empty, right?
No, nothing underneath. Man, he could have blown his head gasket driving around like that.
Yeah.
Wow, babe.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty far down on this gallon. If you're like a half a gallon low on your coolant, that's bad. Water you're missing from right now, and it's not leaking anywhere. This is how much water they did not put in your cooling system. That's why it's overheating.
I mean, I he put a lot in there.
Yeah, I know, but there's still like a lot more that needed
That
to
needed to
go
go
in
in
there
there.
that wasn't in there. That's what we're feeling right now. We're
Right.
just feeling this, like, it's been going nonstop. And when we're filling this, we're
Mhm.
waiting for water to come out of that hole right there.
Okay. That's the valve you took off. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm paying attention.
And then when you look at the valve, there's
Mhm.
thread lock on it. It looks like this hasn't been taken off since it was put in from the factory.
Probably ain't.
So whenever they put the water back in, nobody opened that valve. That's why you had the air pocket in there.
Damn, these folks been talking about they've been mechanics for 25 years.
Well,
You
people
know
from
what I
the
mean?
dealerships. I have friends that work in the dealerships here in Gallup that call me when they don't figure out rides.
Right.
But I got like PTSD and stuff from combat. I can't get a job where I'm working over there, but I know like if everything you could break on this, I could fix it.
Yeah.
Like if you drive this into that, I could fix that and this.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I do a lot of stuff, man. Professionally, I tattoo. That's what I'm doing today. Got some tattoos to do today. And she does a lot of stuff too. She does acrylic nails. She
Oh, y'all
does
are dope,
makeup. She's growing crops and stuff.
Real hustlers. You know what I mean?
Have to be,
yeah,
man.
no, real talk.
Grow
More
up-
water?
Grow up broke. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's still empty.
We went through a whole gallon.
We got holes.
Oh yeah.
There. Did you guys see that?
It'll happen
Yeah.
again.
It's right at the
Yeah, I know.
threads.
Okay.
There it is.
That's how it's supposed to be. So whenever you're doing this and you have a bleeder valve, that's what you want to see. Right here, you'll see all the excess water bubbling over it. So when you shake it, you can see that. That's what you want to see when you're putting your plug back in. I need to put some silicone on this real quick. Okay, it's tight enough to seal it, but it's not tight enough to where you have to take it to the dealership so the
take
next
it
guy can't take it off.
We almost had that problem.
Almost.
And we almost didn't have the right tool.
We twisted off my other one, so we kind of had that problem. And then we didn't have the right tool for it.
Well, we don't see anything spraying out.
Oh
Any of
yeah,
the
that feels
hoses.
like there's water in it now.
Earlier when he did this, there was just like nothing in it. And now there's some pressure in there. Shit. And the hoses look fine. Nothing coming out of there.
Doesn't sound like anything's purging into here yet, but we'll give that a few minutes. We're gonna let this run for 3 or 4 minutes.
Did I break your nail when I was digging in your pocket?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I did with my fingers.
She didn't even finish those
I
yet
didn't
either.
finish them.
Sorry, Mama Bear.
It's fine.
We're done putting it back together, so we're gonna let it run for a few minutes. So we're getting ready to take off now. Our
Finally
bro,
finished the truck.
our new friend Joshua, he just took his truck for a test drive, ran it up and down the road, came back, and I guess it's working good. So
Did it right. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this guy here is a fool. Y'all need to get with him for real. I'm a happy customer
I like
and
that.
a lifelong customer now.
yeah. So we're gonna let him get along on his way, and we're gonna head home. We got this tattoo coming in right now from Albuquerque, so we're gonna get home and take care of
Get
this.
to work.
Time to get to work.
Aw,
That little baby cute.
little baby was so cute.
I didn't realize that they really were just waiting to fix that. They started packing as we were leaving. They're trying to get out of town, like right now. We ran into this dude at the dollar store, and he was trying to ask for a way to get out of Gallup to Kingman, and he was asking for like bus or a taxi or something, and he was talking about his truck going bad, and I don't know anything about a bus or taxi, but I know about trucks going bad, so I asked him what was going on with it. He explained it. I told him what the possible problems could be. We checked it. We alleviated the situation, and now they are getting on the freeway.
Back on the road, yay! The baby is not stuck here.
And their AC is working fine and everything. He checked all that. I wanted him to run it up and down the road for a bit before we left, so we kind of just hung out over by the truck.
Sorry.
We kind of just hung out by Mama Bear's truck, and we waited for him to come back. So they ran it up and down, and I'm glad it's working. the situation that they were into, I found it really hard to charge these guys because we didn't really actually do anything. I just put water in it, but it's the knowledge.
Yeah. He was happy.
Yes.
He was like, "Sweetie, go get our bags. Let's go."
And I'm glad that he said we had painted a new light on Gallup for him, because he was just right around the time when he was about to say F Gallup, because
Yeah.
he couldn't figure out this town or the lack of services.
His
and-
girlfriend said she was here when she was 17 years old, and she was like, she's not coming back here. Now
Yeah.
she's like, I like Gallup.
So I'm glad that they are all right now. Like I said, though, we got a tattoo. We were supposed to do Jermonton's tattoo yesterday, but timing didn't line up because his timing and our timing was a little off. Today we both made it work. We figured it out. So he's in town right now. We're gonna head home and we're gonna get ready.
Pick up something for the boys.
We're at Taco Bell. Gonna get something for these dudes.
Wow, watermelon berry. That freeze sounds so good.
They need to put some Red Bull in it. Jermonton's following us back up to the house, so we're gonna get started this tattoo as soon as we get back.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the continued love and the support that you guys have been sending Mama Bear's way. Mine as
We
well.
love it.
So it helps a lot. It really helps her spirit, and it helps the emotions and the psychological roller coaster that we have been on for the past couple of months.
Yes.
We really appreciate the solidarity and the support that we're receiving from everybody in the native YouTube community, as well as from all of our subscribers and our viewers. So thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So y'all stay safe out there.
We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Okay, Mama Bear. Pick his fate. From up there, like up at her dad's house. Do you think it's gonna be all right?
I feel like I kind of have an idea of what it is.